Stop waiting for perfect timing. If your life changed today, would you be ready to wear it? Before the day ends, someone hearing this will feel the click where doubt used to sit. Lean in, because the next few minutes will rewrite your inner script. From this instant forward, speak with inner authority. I am a multi-millionaire from today. Not a wish, not a hope, not a target, a spiritual fact. Do not consult the old self, the bank app, the job title, or the room you are in. All of that is yesterday's photograph. You are stepping out of that frame now. Everything you experience is the projection of an inner assumption. Your outer world is the shadow. Your inner speech is the light. So listen, are you speaking from poverty or from plenty? From delay or fulfillment? Are you trying to become wealthy or calmly enjoying what you already are? Assumption, when persisted in, hardens into fact. This is not mood. It is law. Call it consciousness, assumption, or imagination. It responds only to the state you occupy. Dwell now in the felt truth that you are a multi-millionaire. See with those eyes. Ask, what does a morning feel like in that state? How do you walk, speak, sit in silence? You do not perform this for others. You do it in secret, and what is seen in secret is rewarded openly. No hustling to prove, no begging to convince, no manipulating outcomes. Reality conforms to the inner picture. Your desire is not greed, it is guidance. True desire is a divine instruction. You are not teased with a vision to living torment. You are shown what already exists in a higher dimension. Your work is not to earn it, but to align with it. Say it again, as decree not plea. I am a multi-millionaire from today. Feel it, breathe it, carry it. Let commentary roll off you. If anyone calls it delusion, it is the echo of an old belief. Do not argue. Change the inner conversation. At the mirror, see the face of wealth. At the table, eat as one who lives in abundance. At night, rest as one who has already finished. You are not trying to be. You are being. You are not convincing the world. You are convincing yourself. When you are convinced, the world reflects it exactly, changing roles, places, and channels as needed. That choreography is not your assignment. Your assignment is to feel from the end and remain there. What does wealth do? It does not scramble. It selects. It does not panic. It presides. It gives freely and blesses generously. Stillness, clarity, and boldness are the signatures of identity. Identity precedes action and produces it naturally. You do not get rich to feel rich. You feel rich and wealth organizes around you. Audit your inner speech now. If you catch yourself rehearsing bills and worry, revise in place. Revision is not only for the past, it resets the present. Override any memory or pattern with the assumption of wealth and let that assumption clothe itself in form. Stop digging up the seed to see if it's sprouted. Plant, I am a multi-millionaire, and water it with feeling. Give it the sunlight of inner peace. Harvest is inevitable. Yes, the old self may protest. Let it fade. You are shedding an identity that can no longer carry your future. Resurrection is uncomfortable because the grave clothes must come off. Thank the former you and release it. Expect the world to recalibrate. Some people will lean in, others will drift. Bless all. You are here to awaken, not to debate. Once awake to your creative power, wealth becomes natural, assumed, embodied, and shared. You owe no explanations. Walk by faith, evidence of what is not yet seen by others, but already true in you. Facts report the past. Truth directs the future. Stand in truth. Today you retire the vocabulary of begging. You stand and say, I am a multi-millionaire from today, and you do not flinch when appearances disagree. You persist, you persist, you persist. This climb is spiritual, not physical, into the state where the wish is fulfilled. Once you enter, the world cannot help but mirror it. From this point, speak only what you wish to see. Think only thoughts that honor your assumption. Feel only feelings that confirm your wealth. You are no longer the seeker, you are the possessor. The world, a faithful servant, delivers what you assume in perfect sequence. Take your eyes off the calendar. Time is an instrument, not a master. You are not manifesting over time. You are manifesting through state. Enter the state now. Dwell there. Saturate your awareness with I am wealthy in finances, love, health, and peace. You are abundance embodied. Let no outer wobble shake your inner verdict. The furnace may test, it cannot consume. You will emerge without even the scent of smoke. Give thanks now, not for what will be, but for what is. You are not becoming, you are. That identity begins to move matter. First subtly, then unmistakably. Conversations pivot, income appears, opportunities present, messages arrive. You remain steady because this is the echo of your conviction. Delays no longer unseat you. Your roots are in the unseen. Each morning, wake as the fulfilled version of you. Rise physically and energetically. Awareness is the currency of outcomes. Move through your day with quiet certainty, not performance. Knowing replaces proving. From that knowing, give and radiate. There is no lack in the state of wealth, only overflow. If an old voice whispers, "How?" do not wrestle it. Return to state, breathe and declare, "I am a multi-millionaire from today." Let the feeling dissolve down. This is identity work, not effort theater. Notice how people treat you differently, not because they changed, but because you did. You no longer tolerate what contradicted your worth. You enter rooms without shrinking. Your presence alters atmospheres because wealth is consciousness before it is currency. Some will admire, some will resist, some will leave. Let life sort. You embody, even in solitude, feel full. Power no longer depends on activity. It flows from awareness. You have divorced the small self and married the true one. This is resurrection, rising out of scarcity of thought into abundance of being. The car, the home, the freedom, these are reflections, not your source. You are the treasure. They are its shadows. Protect your state. Visit it so often, it becomes your permanent address. Gratitude feeds it, imagination clothes it, words bless it. Life bends to your new center. You do not chase, you attract. You do not beg, you expect. You do not doubt, you assume. All is added by law. Smile, even if nothing outside has shifted, because change is already in motion. You are in the elevator. The floor is rising. Your only task, stay in the elevator. Stay in the state. Soon the outer must comply. Law, not luck. We will now leverage the most potent window, the moments before sleep. Do this tonight. Choose one clear desire. Feel it as already real. If it is money, feel relief and quiet power. If it is a message, hear the tone and see the name. If it is health, sense energy humming in your limbs. Do not think how. Feel done. When the feeling becomes dominant, allow sleep to carry it into the subconscious. That single, vivid assumption, impressed once, outperforms 100 anxious repetitions. In the next day, evidence appears, sometimes the thing itself, sometimes the bridge to it. Either way, treat it as normal. It matches your new identity. Never fall asleep in a state you refuse to multiply. Fear multiplies fear. Lack multiplies lack. Sleep in abundance and wake to opportunities. The subconscious is not neutral. It grows whatever you plant. If you try once and nothing happens, you wished. You did not fuse with feeling. Try again, simpler, deeper, truer. One honest plunge beats many shallow dips. Thought starts the seed, feeling waters it. The universe answers vibration, not vocabulary. As you practice, you will stop reacting and start directing. The line between imagined and visible blurs. You carry the fragrance of fulfillment into rooms and decisions. You make calm yeses and clean no's. You stop asking, "Can I afford it?" You ask, "Does this align with who I am now?" Last year's mind cannot wear this year's wealth. Hold wealth as your baseline, not a peak. Anything less now feels foreign. The universe corroborates identity, not effort. So you align, you rest, you receive, and in receiving you give, because you are a source. What you give from I have returns multiplied. When contrast appears, respond as wealth would, unshaken, instructional. Ask, what must I assume now? Return to the bed, the breath, the scene, sleep in the end. That is your real work. The universe arranges details. Remember, there is no hierarchy of miracles. The subconscious treats a cup of coffee and a company acquisition the same way. Both are assumptions dressed in feeling. Choose, feel, sleep, release. Day by day, manifestations accelerate. Faith compounds. You stop needing proof to believe. You believe and proof arrives ahead of schedule. Even when appearances wobble, you return to practice, not panic. This is your quiet revolution. You are not the effect. You are the cause, not the spectator. The playwright, the director, the lead, and the audience, all in one consciousness. You owe no one an essay. Your presence says more than your pitch, so decide, and decide cleanly. I am a multi-millionaire from today. I walk, speak, give, and rest from the end. I fall asleep in fulfillment. I wake in certainty. I persist without strain. I let the law do the lifting, and everything in my world now rearranges to mirror this truth. Pause and test this now. Close your eyes for a single slow breath and let your shoulders drop as if a weight were taken off your life. Ask if it were already done, what would loosen in me this second? Hold that loosened feeling for the length of one inhale and one exhale. That ease is the scent of the state. Memorize it. You will return to it all day. Adopt a simple protocol so identity becomes automatic. On waking, before you touch your phone, sit up and whisper once with conviction, I am a multi-millionaire from today. Then let the body match the sentence. Straighten your spine, settle your breath, and let your face carry quiet certainty. This pairing of sentence and stance tells the nervous system, this is who we are now. Identity becomes posture before it becomes paperwork. Midday, perform a state check. Ask, am I thinking from wealth or about wealth? About is distance. From is possession. If you catch yourself arguing with bills in your mind, stop mid-thought and shift to a micro scene that proves the opposite. See yourself approving a transfer for a project you love. Feel the clean satisfaction in your chest, then release it. 10 seconds is enough when you are precise. Before sleep, keep your final act uncluttered. Choose one scene that implies completion. Feel one texture, hear one sentence, sense one emotional aftertaste. Let the body grow heavy while the inner scene grows vivid, then drop into sleep, hugging the feeling like a warm coat. Do not layer 5 desires. The subconscious obeys clarity. Replace the vocabulary that leaks scarcity. When your mind asks how, answer with already. When it asks when, answer with now. When it asks can I, answer with I do. This is not denial. This is jurisdiction. You are giving your inner court a ruling, and the world respects signed orders more than wandering questions. Train your senses to recognize wealth as normal. Touch your wallet and feel gratitude without grasping. Look at a price tag and let your breath stay slow. Speak to service staff with warmth and authority joined. Wealth is never rude and never rushed. It is precise and patient. Precision is not snobbery. It is stewardship. Create 3 identity cues in your environment that pull you back into state without effort. A pen you only use for ideas that scale. A glass you reserve for your evening gratitude water. A chair you sit in only when you are being the owner of your day. Attach the state to objects so the room itself becomes your ally. Design a simple generosity circuit so giving is an expression of identity, not an audition for approval. Decide one area you will bless weekly, one person you will encourage daily, and one skill you will offer freely each month. Giving from I have multiplies supply. Giving from I lack rehearses emptiness. Speak your motive cleanly inside. I give because it is who I am. Answer doubt calmly by changing the frame. If a thought says, "This is unrealistic," answer, "This is unfamiliar," and unfamiliar becomes routine by repetition. If it says, "But the numbers," answer, "Numbers are lagging indicators. Identity is the leading one." If it says, "Others will judge you," answer, "The world is myself pushed out. I bless them and move on." Practice wealth posture drills in ordinary moments. At a red light, soften your eyes and place your awareness a few inches behind your sternum. Breathe as if you already own your time. In a checkout line, relax the jaw and let your exhale lengthen. Wealth has time because wealth commands time. In a tense email, lower your shoulders and delete any sentence that smells of proving. You lead by tone, not by volume. Carry a 2-sentence creed for pressure spikes. First, I move from settled certainty, not from noise. Second, I choose the next faithful step. Say both quietly. Then take the smallest step that expresses ownership. Ownership shrinks chaos. Install daily evidence without chasing results. Write one line each evening. Today I acted from wealth when I, and finish the sentence. Small proofs accumulate into unshakable identity. When appearance contradicts, read 10 lines aloud. Testimony shifts atmosphere. Curate your counsel. Keep 2 or 3 truth-tellers who speak to your future, not to your fears. Ask them for better questions, not cheaper comfort. The right question is a lever under the mountain. The wrong one digs your hole deeper. Refuse the false god of urgency. Urgency is the costume scarcity wears to look responsible. You can act quickly without being hurried. The multi-millionaire state does not sprint in circles. It selects and advances. Selection saves years. When opportunity knocks, enter without theatrics. Say yes with clean conditions or no without apologies. Yes does not mean surrendering your standards. No does not require a speech. Both are forms of stewardship. Your calendar reveals your creed. Keep your money simple enough to stay sovereign. You will diversify vehicles. Do not diversify identity. Identity funds all portfolios. Treat every account as a reflection of order, not a shrine to fear. You are the cause, not the balance. Replace performative hustle with deliberate cadence. Plan in quiet, decide in clarity, execute in peace, review in gratitude, repeat. Cadence compounds, mania burns. If old debts of emotion call your name, forgive again. Forgiveness is wealth hygiene. It clears the pipeline. You cannot pour through a clogged line and then blame the faucet. Clean lines deliver clean flow. Practice micro celebrations that feel normal, not manic. Nod to yourself when a small confirmation arrives. Acknowledge it, receive it, and move on without gripping. Gripping signals lack. Receiving signals plenty. Hold standards for your inputs. Your eyes, ears, and gut are gates. Guard them. Choose content that grows your discernment, not content that feeds your adrenaline. The wealthy mind is calm, not constantly entertained. When an offer arrives that is almost right, thank it and let it pass. Almost right is expensive. Right arrives with inner ease, clear terms, and sensible stretch. You are not starved. You are supplied. Build a finish reflex. Wealthy identity closes loops. The task will take 2 minutes. Complete it now. Completing small things trains your nervous system to trust yourself with large ones. Trust is currency. Adopt a private ledger of increase that includes non-monetary gains. Clarity is increase. Peace is increase. Better boundaries are increase. Wealth recognizes wealth in all forms, which invites more forms. Set a weekly appointment with your future. Sit in silence for a few minutes and ask, what did I do this week that a multi-millionaire would never do? What did I refuse that a multi-millionaire would never tolerate? What did I approve that a multi-millionaire would absolutely honor? Adjust accordingly without drama. refuse to trade mystery for fear. You do not know how every bridge will appear. You do know that bridges appear for those who walk toward them. Keep walking. Let logistics be loyal to identity. If a day goes off, reset with 3 movements. First, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Second, speak 1 sentence of present identity. Third, take 1 tiny action that proves the sentence. Reset beats regret. Create a quiet room in your mind called the inner office. In it, there is a simple desk, a ledger, a window with light, and a single chair. Visit it for 60 seconds when distractions climb. Sit, review today's 1 next faithful step, approve it, and leave. The world obeys decisions signed in that room. Let your generosity be strategic, not sloppy. Give where your heart and competence intersect. Give where your giving multiplies others, not merely rescues them. Wealth solves root causes, not just symptoms. This honors both parties. Speak to money like a trusted partner, not a fleeing animal. Welcome, organize, assign, and release it with respect. Partners return to respect. They avoid chaos. You create the culture money lives in. Refine your appetite. Wealthy appetites are simple and specific. You do not want 10,000 random things. You want a few right things fully. Scattered wanting breeds scattered living. Focused desiring tightens your signal. When fear asks for a meeting, limit it to 1 question. What is the smallest proof I can create in the next 5 minutes? Do that. Fear shrinks under evidence. Treat sleep as your board meeting with the unseen. You arrive prepared, present 1 clear item, feel the approval, and adjourn. In the morning, you execute without relitigating the decision. Relitigation drains power. Let your pace offend hurry. Let your calm offend panic. Let your clarity offend confusion. You are not performing rebellion. You are demonstrating order, and order is magnetic to resources. Maintain a short list of non-negotiables that keep your state clean. Prayer or stillness, movement, water, learning, contribution. These are not chores. These are charges. The charged soul carries wealth well. When you speak about your future, remove the fog. Say what is true in you, not what is trending around you. Fashion changes. Fundamentals cash the checks. You find yourself explaining too much? Stop. Wealth does not litigate itself in public. It delivers results and keeps its rhythm. Silence is not secrecy. It is stewardship of energy. Keep your eye on usefulness. Money gathers where you are useful at scale. Ask daily, how can I make something or someone undeniably better today? Do that repeatedly and identity will have more doors to walk through. Finally, stay loyal to the simple sentence that started this shift and let it govern your tone, your timing, and your tiny decisions all day long. I am a multi-millionaire from today. Speak it once with conviction. Feel it until calm arrives. Act in quiet agreement and return to it every time the world asks you to forget.